Okay. This is working today. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about point of view, and I saw some of you raise your hands that you do remember point of view, but this is just going to be a good review for you guys that don't remember point of view.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay, perfect, Alyssa. So we're going to be talking about it today. So can someone tell me about an experience where you and your friend might have both seen the same thing, but when you told the story later, it was different?
Yeah.
Has that happened before? Have you guys ever, or have you ever been in the car with your family and seen a car accident and your mom saw one thing and you saw a different thing and your sibling saw another thing?
Yeah.
Has that ever happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, Seth, do you ever have something like that?
Especially when, like, your siblings tell the story that they saw and they're like, yeah, man, the car went flying off the cliff, hit a spike, and everyone died. And then, like, the real thing was it just swerved out.
So they, because their perspective was different, right? Trent?
One time, me and my friend were snowboarding, I flew off a hill, and he's like, oh yeah, you just fell down a little bit.
Yeah, so it was something different because your perspective was different than his. So we've got a pretty good grasp that different perspectives lead to different versions of stories. Yeah, Alyssa?
Right, I remember like a few years ago, me and my friend saw each other at the mall, and we said, my friend said that we hung out after, but I remember that we didn't hang out after, we just said hi and then we left.
So you have different versions of events. Yeah, that happens sometimes when we have different point of views. So today we're going to be talking about point of views, and I'm going to sneak down your row to start this PowerPoint. Oh, we're going to unfreeze it. I hit freeze or unfreeze button.
I think it's the button to
Okay, we're talking about point of view today, like I said earlier. So, can someone give me a quick rundown of the story of... Oh, Three Little Pigs. There's a pig, so you guys can be reminded. Jaden, can you give me a really quick, short and sweet summary of that?
Sure. The wolf comes by, eats the first pig, the second pig, and then the third pig lives.
That was really short and sweet. Thanks, Jaden. Okay.
A little cake. It's a
Wolf
short
comes,
Sure, it's like a little
eats
cupcake.
them, and wants to.
Okay, did you guys read this story this week?
Yeah.
Did you guys like this story?
It was acceptable.
It was acceptable?
This is the shortest story.
Okay,
Wolves, pigs, eat, survive.
there you go, Seth, thank you. So, this one, you guys just read the text, right? So you guys know the pictures. But is this jogging everyone's memory? Seeing the story told by a wolf, Alexander Wolf, a wolf, that's pretty funny. Okay, so who can tell me what was different between the story Jaden gave us, which is the classic fairy tale, and then this story? Okay, go ahead.
He didn't want to blow down the houses, he just had a cold and squeezed them down.
Yeah, so he didn't actually, he wasn't big and bad as they say. Michaela?
In the true story where he did the story, he like, well, saying that he was all innocent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you guys think it was? Do you guys think he was innocent?
Yeah.
Yeah. Trent?
Different point of views.
Different point of view. Bingo, Trent got it. So one of the main differences in the first version of the fairy tale that you guys probably all heard, and the version that we read, well, you guys read, the true story, Three Little Pigs, is the point of view is different. So why is that important? What makes the story different because the point of view is different? Yeah, go ahead, Tyler.
Because somebody's telling it from like their opinion. So in the first one, it seemed like the wolf was bad, but in this one, it seemed like he was good.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
the pigs expecting the wolves.
Right. But is it from the pig's perspective?
No, it's
They
from
never
the third person.
It's from the third person, right. the narrator's perspective, but that's right. One is from the first perspective, one is from the third perspective. Were you raising your hand, Trent? Did you have something to say? A second ago? Okay. Didn't want to use that. I know just about everyone's
I bet you
name.
don't know my name.
Logan.
Logan. I bet you don't know my dad's.
So we're talking about point of view today. Excellent.
I bet you
So-
don't know my middle name.
You're right, I don't. Okay, so we're going to be going over the 5 different types of authors' point of views. Okay, so you're getting passed out a worksheet right now, and we're going to be going over, like I just said, the 5 different types of point of view. If anyone who doesn't have a worksheet right now, can somebody shout some out?
First person.
Second person.
Third person.
Fourth person.
Sorry, Porter, not fourth person.
10th person, 11th person, 12th person.
Third person.
Yes,
Third
person.
person. Omniscient.
Third person.
So just a lot.
Fifth person, it becomes
I'm in first person.
Thank you,
Now I'm in
Melissa.
second person.
Because
Because
Goes all the way to 25, then it turns into a zero.
Okay, who needs, it's just this last row that needs them passing around? Okay.
And then it
Third person objective. Third person omniscient.
Thank you, thank you.
actually, it's
Okay, we're going to be filling out this worksheet together now so that you guys have a reference for the different types of point of view that there are. And the first one that we're going to be going over is first person, like you can tell on your sheet. I think everyone knows.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, wait.
Did everyone get one? Oh, no, you guys didn't. Okay, so you guys have your worksheet. It looks something like this, right? 3 columns and 5 spaces. And the types are right here, and then what you have on the furthest right-hand side are clues. So you guys can see sort of triggers whenever you read this in writing. So in this empty space in the middle, I want for all of you to write this definition, okay? So with your pen or pencil, or various writing utensil, because I think I saw Bailey had a highlighter.
Character.
Write in the space right here, this definition.
Wait, what?
Right, this definition right there. Oh, no.
Wait, that one?
Mm-hmm, right there.
No, like, in the middle?
Just in the first space in the middle, right here.
Oh, I thought you were pointing.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Okay, can someone read that for me? Yeah, go ahead.
A character within the story tells his or her own experiences or impressions.
Yes, thank you. So when we're reading something from first person, we'll see that they write in phrases like I, or me, or my, and they're talking about from their perspective, their point of view. So for instance, how many of you wrote in the first person in your Mustang Minute today?
I do.
Probably most of you. Can you tell me why, AJ, can you tell me why you wrote in first person? She don't know.
Because it's easier to
I know.
since you know what it is. Like, in my story, unicorn and minions of the
Right, okay.
It's because it would be confusing because it said, write it, if you were,
Mm-hmm.
mini for one day. But if you went third person, it'd be kind of confusing because it would be like they, but you're saying you.
Right, and so you'd be talking about someone rather than talking from your perspective. See how that works, kind of?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure a lot of the novels that you guys read are written from the I perspective, or the first person perspective. So second person perspective, in your next square, write this definition. Logan, can I have you read this definition?
The story or text is from the perspective view.
Excellent, thank you. So, second person is a little bit different than perhaps the books that you guys read or the articles that you read. Second person is more directed towards you, so it's more instructional, like you spread the jam on the bread, if you're reading a cookbook, for instance. So, who can tell me another type of instance where they think they might read something from the second person? Bailey?
Maybe like an article that might persuade you to do something like, you want this because it's awesome.
Yeah, that's good. An article maybe and an advertisement. Tyler?
Instruction manual.
Instruction manual. Rebecca?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay. But it's right.
Aren't books mostly written from first person and third person?
Yeah, I would say so. And I think books though that were like instruction manuals or books like cookbooks or something because they're telling you what to do would be written in the second perspective. So why is this helpful? Why is it helpful to write in the second person if you're telling someone what to do? Yeah, go ahead.
Because they might be confused because it's better to write in second. Because then they wouldn't just go off on what they were doing. They would, like in a cookbook, they would tell you what you were.
That's great. Thank you, Seth. So that's second person, and I think most of you won't be writing in second person in general unless you do happen to write an instruction manual, which would be really cool. Okay, third person objective. Write this in your third square down that middle column. Hey Porter, can I have you read this definition right here?
Yeah. The narrator, the observer, tells only the story's action and dialogue.
Thank you. So, third person objective. Do you guys know why I capitalize only? Because it's important. Great, right. So, for a third person objective, one of the important things to remember is that you only find out about the story's action and dialogue. You don't find out anything about the thoughts or what the other characters are thinking or they're feeling or anything like that. So, does anybody have an idea when you might use third person objective in writing? Yeah, Trent?
Documentaries?
Documentaries would be good. Okay. That was good.
A biography.
A biography? Maybe. I guess it depends on how well the person who's writing the biography knows the person that they're writing a biography about. Because they might know their thoughts and feelings based on journals or experiences. But it could be. Could be objective. Yeah, Caleb?
Maybe another play.
In a play? Like
Shakespeare.
like the play itself or a book about the play?
It's about
the book about the play. Yeah, I think that's probably more likely because you don't know about the characters, it's just writing about the play. That was good. Any others? Third person objective can be tricky to identify, but it's just someone who doesn't know the thoughts and feelings and only the story's action and dialogue. Okay, third person limited. Write this in your fourth box down that column.
You know why one is underlined?
Good.
It's an extra word.
It's an extra word. What was that? Oh, that's okay. Thank you. I like seeing what you guys are doing. Oh, it's on the intro. Oh, okay. Caleb, do you mind reading this for me?
Third person.
Yeah, reverse limited.
Narrator tells the story for the viewpoint of one character.
Okay, so why do you guys think one is underlined? You guys know this.
It's
Yeah.
an extra word.
Because it's an extrovert? I don't know about that. It depends on the character. Mostly I just did it because it's important, again, like I capitalized it. So, we're talking about any writing, I guess, any text, and you know one character's perspective. Can anybody think of any examples of books that they've read where maybe this is the case? Logan.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter's a good one. That's the first one I thought of. Does anybody else have any? If not, that's okay. Third person's kind of tricky the way that there's three different kinds, but Harry Potter's a good example because in Harry Potter, we know what's going on from the narrator about everything, but we mostly know only Harry's thoughts. We don't know what Hermione's thinking, we don't know what Ron is thinking, we don't know what Dumbledore's thinking, but we almost always know what Harry's thinking. But we still know what's going on, we see the whole picture. So why would an author try to write in third person limited? Did you have an answer, Alyssa?
His ideas.
Because his ideas?
Like, think like he wants his things.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse the interruption, teachers. Could Mr. Hobbs' second and third period art classes meet in his classroom, please? Mr. Hobbs' second and third art periods meet in his classroom for the field trip. Thank you.
I don't get it.
Does that mean now, like, go?
Yep, if that's you, go.
Okay.
I didn't just want to show.
Second and third period.
I'm not in
What are we doing with these?
Wait, you're going for it?
Just hang on to them.
What do we do? What is he
Just hang on to them. Put them in the binder.
So you can't go. Where were you going? What?
I'm going to this one.
I mean, where are you going?
Bye. Bye, Savannah.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Well, that's fun. Okay, so why, I'll just repeat my question in case we missed that. Why would an author choose to write in third person limited in his or her writing? Holly?
Maybe they want you to see like the one person, like what he's thinking and stuff, but they also want you to know what else is going around,
Mm-hmm.
not just his point of view.
That's really great. Yeah, I agree with that.
Maybe they like one character more than the other.
That's true, they might. Personally, I do like Harry the most, but that's just my opinion. Caleb?
And like in Harry Potter, they can make another character.
Right, so because if we knew what everyone was thinking, then maybe some of them wouldn't have gotten away with some of the stuff they did. That's really great, you guys. Anybody else have any ideas? There's no real right answer because it's just the author's choice about what they want to do and what they don't want to do.
Wait, like what we were talking about, what kind of book they use? Like about that, like what book? My book that I'm reading right now, Little Secrets.
Oh, yeah.
Is that, and so why do you think the author does that?
Oh, like Voldemort?
It's just a choice that the author makes?
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the last one, which is third person omniscient. So write this in your last definition box, this one right here. Heather, will you read this for me?
The narrator has unlimited knowledge and translates every character and the thoughts and feelings.
Okay, did everybody hear Tyler reading that? The narrator has unlimited knowledge and can describe every character's thoughts and feelings. So why would an author choose to write in this form?
Maybe they want you to like know about the different characters, so they want you to see like all of their things.
Yeah, because it could help you better understand the reading or something like that, or what he's trying to get across. Was there a hand over here that I missed? No. Oh, sorry, it's working. Oh, no.
I once read a book though. It was called The Kingmakers, and it was written from all of the like characters' perspectives. So it like every like 200 pages maybe, it would like change the other character's perspective, so you got like all of their thoughts and stuff.
Right, which is cool because it helps you see the entire text in a different way, because like we were talking about earlier in class, you might have seen something different than your sibling did, but you can get the full picture by that. That's a really cool choice that you have made. Yeah, Holly?
So, in like, would it be, whatever that is, and, there's two perspectives, but you don't get all the perspectives, like, it switches from two perspectives in English, but you don't get all of them.
No, that is a good question. I think in that case, if it's only two of the characters as opposed to all the characters, I think I would say it's omniscient, because I think limited really means it's limited to just one character's thoughts that you hear. That's a good question. I think I'd go ahead and say omniscient, because I think omniscient will just mean that it's multiple different kinds of perspectives. Rebecca?
So I know two books, like two series that have the omniscient. One, like, at a time switches from like 7 people,
Wow.
and one switches from 4 people.
Yeah, and what do you think when you read those?
I like them because it's like, okay, switching to this person, this is how they feel about this. Go to this person, this is how they felt.
So you get a more full picture of what's going on. Yeah, that's really cool. Could you guys imagine if your whole life you found out what everybody was thinking?
I'd be like, I get the richest man on earth. The message would be like, come up above earth and
Yeah, it'd be an interesting superpower. Okay, so the main question, and I think I've been asking you guys this whole time, but the main question I want to ask is why? Why is it important that the author makes the choices that he or she makes? Trent?
So we can see a whole bunch of different points of views.
Yeah, or just one. So the question is, why choose one point of view instead of another? So Trent just gave us one answer, so we can see multiple different ways. Holly?
Also, like reading books, I mean, it would be cool with different stories, but it wouldn't be quite as entertaining because all the books would be written the same way.
Yeah, so it is entertaining when they switch it up, because Harry Potter might be from third person limited, but then books written from the first person, they tell, it's almost like you're living the story kind of, because you can see everything they can see. So I want you to flip your papers over, the ones that you were just writing on, and I want two reasons why an author would choose the point of view he or she would choose. whether it's first person or second person or the 3 different types of third person. So you can just write 1 and your answer, and then 2 and your answer.
Okay.
Write 2 different reasons why an author would choose one point of view instead of another.
Okay.
Okay. And after you write 2 reasons, you can go to break. Or write 1 reason and then go to break.
Why choose?
So wait. Sorry, I didn't say it. I heard it, but what?
Okay, right.
Well, let's go to break now,
Is that a tree? Oh, that is a huge tree.
Oh, that's how you were
It
looks like a tree.
An avatar.
It's like crystal lava. Slams a bunch of air.
That would be awesome.
What would you do if I did that?
He's like, hey guys, look.
I probably freak out. Like, not like baby one. No, it's still like, but I'd just be like, okay, you're not touching me. That would just be weird. I have a bandage on my leg. Blood.
Yeah, it's all gonna be on the internet. You're all gonna be famous.
That's
Oh, you're already famous.
Somebody's having
Think about it, Haley. Okay, so just as a quick wrap up for this lesson, everybody, I want for you to read, there's 5 sentences on the board, and I want you to pick 2 of the 5 and decide which viewpoint or which point of view would be the best to use for this type of writing. So does everybody understand that? Michaela, you do understand that? Okay. Yeah, just write it down underneath where you wrote your 1 reason that you did right before break, and just pick 2 sentences and talk about which one. Like a chef wants to write a cookbook, which one would you use for that? And then when you're done, pick the person closest to you and go over which 2 that you picked and tell them why.
Okay.
Right in order. And you don't have to write the sentences down, just write what point of view you would choose from the sentence.
Yeah, I did.
What type of crime novel? Fiction or non-fiction?
Fiction.
Okay.
Good question.
On the first one, I did second person.
Okay, has everybody picked two and shared with your partner? Okay, 30 more seconds.
I'll be your partner.
First and closest to you, Seth and Logan.
maybe Logan. Yeah, see, we're totally close.
It was.
The chef wants to write a big book.
You're only supposed to do two. Oh, you're just full starting order. Okay. I think that with the amount of chatter that everybody's about done. So, quick review. What's the first difference? Okay, tell me what one perspective is. Second point of view? Yeah, second person. Okay, what's another one? Thank you, Hope. First person. Third person objective. Thank you, Alyssa. Fourth one. Porter.
Third person objective for number 4.
Okay, third person limited. Good. Alyssa and Michaela, did you have the last one? Third person omniscient, right? Okay, so file this paper in your binder so that you guys can refer to it later. So when you have to write from different point of views, you know what kind of language to use, and it'll help you identify different types of point of view and reading that you do.
There you go. What's his name?